chocolate ice cream was the spot.
Is your audio included?
Yes, mate.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hello to all viewers. Welcome to a very wet Hungary, located
What do you mean
in
it's wet?
Budapest.
Sunny as dry as the Sahara Desert.
Oh, this
So
is
sunny,
how
boys.
this is how a New Zealand is coming from a country that's already
Okay. Get out of lockdown and then you can say something, mate.
very cool.
Oh,
Very,
mate.
very cool.
You can't.
Alright, well, anyway, welcome to all viewers to a very, what seems to be wet Hungary. Here for tonight's Div 3 race for the Australian part of the racing. Already had some retirements which were made due to qualifying bans and Div 2 reserves.
And McNeil's just doing it.
And McNeil's binned it.
Yes, mate.
Let me just grab up this. Right now, sitting on top of the list of the leaderboard is Dr. JDM with a 128.5. Currently in the pits with Mukping, looks to be on an in lap, or at least a cooldown lap. Yeah, so Pinju, what are you thinking about tonight's race?
Should be good. You know? I reckon we'll see the real talented drivers will prevail tonight and get the good result, and the drivers that aren't so good will win it.
Yeah, I mean these are the testing conditions for sure. Rapid Racing League this week is trialling a new weather format where we are basing the weather off the real life weather in the country. So 2 p.m, which is qualifying time in normal F1, it is supposed to be bucketing down with rain in Budapest, 100% chance of rain, and 3 p.m, which is race time today in Hungary, it's also bucketing down with rain. So as a element of realism we have included in our races to make it a bit interesting is we're doing live weather. So hopefully...
Big shout out to Big Man Clem for coming up with that idea. Real OG, mad lad there, right? Mad respect to the boys.
Shout out to Clem for that. As he has just in fact asked me if there is space in the entry box. Do we have space? I guess if you try...
I don't think we do. We have 20 people.
Let's bring him into the party anyway. I mean, it's his idea after all, so he deserves a say. Sorry, we'll be there in just a second. Everyone who's watching the stream, give us that notification that sound is okay. Pinju, are you good to sort of get the link out to the different things?
Let me finish my chocolate ice cream.
You know, respect.
It's mad important.
It's more important than anything, let's be honest. As apologies, we have just missed Mukping's new fastest lap of a 28.4. So you can see the field within the top 7 here is spread out just over 3 seconds. In the wet conditions, normally mixes up the field. Elon to his 5/10 lap on his lap here, he's right on board, heading into the final sector, and he is a whole second up. This could put him in line for a provisional P1 position. I've got to go up shifts early, trying to get that traction, but it's real straight away from the car, which is necessary. Clem has joined the party. Hello Clem, how are you? Have you included your audio? If your audio is included, then why don't you give our viewers the rundown of your weather idea? As Elon goes fastest with a 27.9.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, Clem, he was just doing the fight and just joined the stream. We'll give you one on his weather idea and where it came from and how it works every year. I think it could be wetter than the Atlantic Ocean. There's a lot of rainfall. Skies do look like they are sort of starting to clear, as you can tell by the pace. 27.9. Showtime goes P2 and 28.0. Next across the line will be the Williams who has invalidated. Following him will be the Alpine of Goff, who is also invalidated. Quite a few invalidations on track currently. So yeah, I mean, mad respect to you, Clem, for coming up with that idea. Hopefully, I like it. It's going to add that element of realism to it. Yeah. It does, yeah. I mean, everyone loves a bit of wet weather racing. I know some people say they don't, but they think they can get a result in wet weather racing. Reedy in the chat, g'day boys, what do you reckon? 10 finishes. Pinju, how many finishes do you reckon we're going to have today? Hear us better. I just changed the sound settings. It says Tez Sainz through the first sector is 4.5 lengths up on his previous 129.1. Right on board with him for the rest of the lap. Down into the chicane turn.
You need to turn the game noise down because it's too loud. And there's something wrong with the stream.
And Salty has retired. No one's coming through.
Now it's fine.
What do you mean something wrong with the stream? Couldn't hear you in the pause menu.
You need to turn the game sound down. It's too loud.
I have. Let us know if you can hear us now. Right, we'll ride back on board with Sainz. See how we can get the line. Running out of the wireless. No, mate, talk louder.
No, you need to turn the in-game sound down or talk louder.
Interesting. What about if I talk a bit about this lag? This volume. So far, P3 with a 28 flat, heading close to the top, only within a few tenths now between the top three.
Ow.
I will turn the game sound down just a little bit more. Twitch.
What does he want me to do?
Gotcha. No, it's me. I think it's me. Master volume. Okay, that hopefully is a bit better. As we have now, the checker is out for Q1. Fanatical on an outlap on his softs. Will not be allowed to qualify. Although it seems as if Goffey with his... it should be his AI driving right about now, but I've got no checkered flag.
No, we have the timing glitch.
Ah, there we go. Checkered flags come up now. Let us know if you can hear me now. That will be fantastic. It looks as if the game's let Goffey go for one more run. We'll see what his first sector is. It is a 31-6. Not gonna lie, I haven't exactly been following it due to Twitch issues, but we'll see where it comes up. 31-6.
Oh, Will, do you remember what happened in this corner of the chicane last lap, mate? First lap, mate? Div 1 race, mate?
I do, mate. We'll talk about that in Q2. Watch Goffey on his lap. We'll have a rundown of Rapid Racing League's Premier Division, Div 1 Australian, 9:30 PM Tuesday night, New South Wales time. Goffey through turn, don't know what it is, I'll figure it out later, into the last sector, and he's put a 105.70. Can he keep it on? Oh, it's going to run right. He's at the back right off to get the front end turned in. No grip on the fronts. See what he does. Tries to carry as much speed through he can. The rear end is more nervous than a bloke in his first date, as Penguin would say. Through the final corner, wants to power down early. It's going. I don't think it will be enough. Or will it? Oh, P10, he gets it.
P10.
What a lap from the man himself. So Q1 has been finalised here in Hungary, with Elong on at P1 position, followed by Showtime, Test Science, Milkping, JDM, Mad Dog, Greeny, Salty, Toxicity, reserve driver for tonight's race. Goffey, P10 slots in there with a 132.5. In behind him is War Machine, I'm a Bird, Kirko, Ain't No Kid, and knocked out is McNeil's, who'd binned it, and Urban Growth, who couldn't set a lap due to being a reserve driver, and Fanatical, Purex, Stroke Race, and It's Your Boy, all with qualification bans. So that has worked out very well indeed. Ain't No Kid.
Yes, mate.
He last one of the qualifiers with a 135.5. I think he will need a bit more time in there to make it through to Q3.
Ain't No Kid making it through to Q2. Mate, he deserves a medal, honestly.
I think he does. Reedy, how's the audio? How's the audio now? Give us redeemed. McNeil's redeemed one lap right along. Give us a flying lap with Mukping at your service. Anyone to redeem some rapid points. Not quite sure that Yano will be able to make an appearance tonight. If you
Yano's busy with Kimmy on the yacht.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. If you do happen to redeem one for Yano, he will be, the next time he is off the yacht, then he will be on and we'll give you a flyer with someone of your choice.
Let's speak about Div 1 last night, boys.
Let's speak about Div 1 last night. Well, the eventual winner is Rapid Noodles.
He got lucky.
It was a race. It was a race that will go down as one of the more interesting ones in Rapid Racing League history.
If you haven't, you should go watch from just lap 13 to 17.
Yeah,
and you'll see it overtaking masterclass.
Yeah, from what's this?
Yours truly.
A bit quiet when it's off board. I can hear you, but not on board over the engine. Cahoots spin. Let's talk. That is the main attraction over last night's Div 1 race.
Cahoots just not good.
No, let's be facts. You know. Anyway, but just running.
We would never spin, Will. We never do stuff like that.
What's spinning?
Yeah, spinning? No, that's not us.
I don't think I know what spinning is. I mean,
nor do I.
I've heard something about going around in circles, straight. But what's spinning?
That's just NASCAR.
Yeah. I mean, turn left and you'll get to your destination. Pinju put an overtaking clinic on, but penalties hurt you. Really getting some praise from the man himself.
I wonder who gave me the warning that got me the pen that cost me the podium.
I'm not sure. I think it was, but as I recall, it was pretty good race.
A pretty good. Yeah, well, one of these, you know.
Let's follow the first one across the line on this flight. War Machine.
Kahuta said, please tell me you put on a typhoon for them in the mates.com chat. Mate,
bloody oath I have.
If you're watching, mate, we can't, mate. Like, we can't bully them that bad. But, yes, mate. Just a bit bad.
Anyway, watch War Machine through the first sector here. I don't know about you, but to me the track does look a little bit wetter. We might be heading for wets at the end of the session, so people might want to get the times in the lead.
Potentially.
31.0 is the initial first sector time for War Machine. I want to stick as close to that inside curve. Oh, there's a rear end. Test signs on an outlap. Who's that? Is that Elong? What's that on an outlap? We're at 30.7. A little bit slower than War Machine. Williams has to be the best car on the grid, I think. Not definitely. Go on board for second
That's his best.
Hopefully that helps. As Scott Gerritsen has jumped in, joined in the chat, aka Kahoot God.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one that spun.
Let me give you a quick overview here as War Machine.
And Mans is trying to do his best impression of Kahoot God.
Safety car
corner
restart,
earlier.
lap something, and he's in prime position. He could be. Anyway, next person I'll tell you. War Machine with a 32.7. First.
Mark Ping is out, by the way. We should go and find Mark Ping, mate.
4 seconds quicker with a 28.5. War Machine will have to go again.
Go on board, Mark Ping. Let's do the flying left thing.
Oh, don't go. Even with a 28.2. There he's done. We'll give you a full lap. Only the best safety car. He's not right. I am getting.
So Brady's crossed the line. I am Bird. One of the two's crossed the line. So I'm Bird. He's number 33. Next one will be this Goey. Coffee, I don't know how to far out.
Coffee.
31.6, pretty decent, you know. There'll be Muck Ping.
You'd take that.
Just comes through the Cahoot's corner. Best corner on the track. I think Scott would agree. He's going to go to the top of the times of 27.9, first one of the 27s. I mean, he's going to be the man to beat tonight, I reckon. Early predictions, top 3 for qualifying will be like Muck Ping, Elong, and I reckon Tez Science, you know. I don't know what order, I just reckon they're going to be like, they'll make the top 3 up. But yeah, you know. Who's else is on a lap?
I'll be down anyway.
Ain't no kids locked up. You know, tier 1 race last night, boys. You know, it was pretty good. I got knocked myself out in qualifying in Q2 because I left it too late and validated my final run, which was alright. Chucked some fresh softs on, made out a couple of spots. I then got just stuck behind traffic for the first 10 laps. Pitted on the safety car, and I was like, I'm gonna big brain the strategy here. Put on the softs again, alright. And then I overtook like 6 cars in about 4 laps. I'm gonna beat Yano's overtakes of the week with my double overtake on yours truly, Rapid Will. He gave me a pen. And as one of the Alpines. That's what they are, was around. It was Goffy.
Yeah, Goffy. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting so much static in my earphones, I cannot understand a word.
Oh,
will Goffy be able to make the pit lane just?
Yeah, I overtook Will. He gave me a pen while I did it. So, it's fair enough. Then, I'm taking a position off him, he's gonna, shove me a bit wide. Then got Romulus right out the exit. And then just dive bombs into turn 1. Then the second safety car came out and I was behind my very good friend Kimmy. And we had a very, very good battle the whole entire time. It was very clean, respectful racing. It was a great race. Even though I came P6 because of pins at the end, P3 on track, P6 because of pins. At the end of the day, it was a very good race. And I didn't spin, so Scott's proud of me, I think.
And then on the other hand, I'll give you a rundown of my race. So off the back of 2 very good performances, came into this race not feeling too confident, haven't exactly had the time to do a bit of practice. And I jump in. I struggle to get out of Q1, which is look, when that happens, you know you're in a bit of trouble. Just managed to make it out. Track is in awful condition. In the defending Div 1 champ in Rapid Rubric said to me, what a horrible session. Moving to...
He said, get the F out of the way, Will, I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
That's what I've heard. I don't know if he said he went down the mic in game chat and told you to get the F out the way.
Interesting. I didn't hear that. I wasn't even in... If I was in his way, I was on flying lap.
No, this was during the race. No.
Oh, no, we were racing. I wasn't doing nothing there. We were racing.
Mate,
Anyway.
Your car was more nervous than a bloke on a test.
There's no two ways of putting it. I had no rear end. My rear end was jiggled and Kim Kardashian.
I was hoping you would have just got out of the way for me, but you didn't, so I had to go around the outside. But that's alright, mate. End of the day, you know.
Got to do it for the views.
Oh, exactly, mate.
So RRL Solving takes a bit of a law mowing trip. Uses his grooves and his tight speed, I think, glass. Anyway, continuing on.
Oh, he's Mad Dog, he's out, boys. Mad Dog himself.
On
a
a
lap.
dog. On a flying lap. Let's ride on board. Pinju, take us for a lap around Hungary.
He's coming into turn 3, turn 2, whatever you call it here now. Oh, he's freaking missed the apex, but that's alright, you know, sometimes not taking the race yet, you find grip and you find time. Up the hill he comes, he does a 30.8 in the middle, very cautious through the left-hander, as seen last night. If you go through there slightly too quick, you may or may not have to change your undies afterwards. Coming for the chicane now, no, bit of curb, nice and gentle through there, it's pretty good, nice and tidy, rear end looks pretty stable. So he's coming through the middle sector now, nice and cautious, not being too hard. Ooh, it's a bit, he's just lifted slightly through there, bit taily, but you know, it's looking like gonna be a decent lap. He's on 102.7 something, I think, in the middle. That's the overall lap time. He's coming through the final corner. Now this corner is very tricky. You get on the power too early and your car's going to go straight in that left barrier there. Nice and careful through there. As he comes through the final corner, is he going to get a good exit? Oh, that's a pretty good exit, and I reckon this is going to be a pretty decent time. He goes P4 for 28.5. That's a pretty good lap from Mad Dog.
Not a bad lap from the dog himself. See right in the bit of... in fact, now on the cusp is Kirko. Goffy just been pushed down to P11. We'll follow Kirko for the rest of the lap into the final sector. And we'll need to improve by at least 0.6 of a second. As he's up by pretty much bang on 0.5 of a second. Can he find a little bit more in this last sector and push himself up into Q3 positions? That will be a win for Kirko. In this corner, always tricky. Too much roll and you're in the wall. No two ways to put it. The last corner, want to carry as much speed. Kirko takes a wider line to cut in and try and get some more strength on the way out. Oh, nearly inbound next to. Where does he go? Kirko goes. Stays in P10 with a 30.7. Needs to find about another 10th at least to get himself into P9. War Machine on a lap. Oh, rear end has gone, no thank you. I'm a bird also on lap, but 2.1 seconds off the pace. Let's follow War Machine. Follow him up to turn 3, I think this is. Up into turn 4, arguably...
Who are we on board with, man?
War Machine, arguably, is 1 point and he's off the track. That should be an invalidation. It's not, but it would have cost him a lot of time. And this lap will be not valid. Top 1, 2, 3, 4 all out. Test signs. Only slightly down through the first sector.
Been bowed himself to his signs.
Takes that chicane very nicely, gets it right on the apex. We have Goffy. Goffy on a fly, no, he's got an outlap. Goffy will need to move out of the way and does. Very, very good respect shown by Goffy there. Always move out of the way. People on a hot lap behind you. Right. Kirko once again, what can he put in for the middle sector as RG Salty's retired? He's retired in the pit lane now. As Kirko's 17 seconds off the pace. Hopefully it's just a cooldown up and he'll go again. Only needs to find 1.3 tenths and he's in Q3, you would hope. Still, he could be in Q3 in that position. His teammate Goffey about 1 second off him. Let's follow Goffey around for a lap. See if the Alpines can make it. As Tez Signs goes P1 with a 27.812, 10.5 quicker than Mukmi. Surely that'll be enough for a Q3 spot. Didn't put a time like that. I'd even back in the pole if you can do it again.
As Tez Science has gone P1, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good stuff.
Goffey down into turn 3, broken about the 70-meter mark in the wet. Very hard to get the car turned into dry, let alone in the wet. Taking a tight line. Would have cost him a little bit of time, but he should be alright. Come up to the sector 1 line, and he is...
Muckpinger's retired.
74 hundredths of a second down. Up into turn 5 here. Very, very nice. Give him as close as they could. Keep off that extra curve, as the rear end will step out. Breaking about the 75-meter board into the chicane here. Very nice. Carry as much speed through the middle sector here, especially in the wet. Need to carry that momentum. Run a little bit wide through turn 9 or 10, I don't even know. We'll call this 11. 12. Get up close to the apex, run it wide, take as much speed as you can, and he is almost a second up on his time. This is going to be interesting. Can this propel him into Q3? He will have time for one more, but does he have the fuel? His tyres always run really
he's gone wide.
wide.
It was a small lock up there.
Yeah, it could cost him here. Into the final corner. Down into third, get the car turned in. On the power as early as you can. And to the line, it's going to be a 30.7 into P11. 2 milliseconds off his teammate.
War Machine has nearly spun
War Machine has
on the exit T1. Ain't No Kid's not making it through.
Ain't No Kid will be out, and he's spun
And he's spun.
Goffey. Can he make it through to Q3? Can an Alpine make it through to Q3? It will be the story of the day. Pretty sure from 9th up, they are all in. It's now the battle between the Alpines to see who can get in first. As Goffey's out, retired. It's a shame.
It's all up to Kirko.
Kirko's got to put in a lap here as he goes past his teammate who's just put it in the wall. A little bit wide through 5, but that's alright. If he can carry the speed, it'll be alright. He has to put a lap in now. He has to find 3 tenths. If he doesn't, he's out in Q3. He's on the edge of the track there. 7, I say this is.
Yeah, Kirko's out. Is P11 now.
Yep, Kirko.
Ryan Bird's moved up ahead. He's got to find 4 tenths.
What can Kirko put in for the middle sector? Is he up on his time?
I don't think he is.
He's down. He's second.
No, he's down a second.
And that's all she wrote for Q3. That would be your lineup for Q3, starting from I'm a Bird all the way up to Tez Signs, to the times, other times in pit lane, not on track. That's War Machine can put in the lap of the gods, but he is going to be about 10 seconds off the pace where we need to be to make it 4 more. It's a shame for Kirko. It looked like he was on for a Q3 spot, but unfortunately not. I'm a Bird is down. Nox Toxicity is down. I think it is wetter. Oh, Elong is.
I'll be back a sec.
Working on go just to go Q1. P1 to get a bit of confidence. Goes P2 and it's off the pace by 9 milliseconds. This could get close. Based on this, the track looks wetter. A lot more standing water. Could be wet tyres for quality 3. Just waiting as my which comes back. There we go. And that's all she wrote for Q2. Q3.
Oh gosh.
Sounds like Pinju has gone for a beverage. I mean, he's in Queensland, so
no, I was trying
to... he comes back with a 4X.
No, mate, I was trying to get my iPad and bump every can.
No, that's alright. Anyone in the chat, we do have a giveaway going. Redeem your rapid point on the Twitch channel. You can donate as much as you can. We want to raise 100,000 rapid points. A free rapid race t-shirt giveaway will be opened 21 days till that giveaway ends. So get those points in. Q3 here, Q2 ended here. Ted Sainz ended up P1 with a 27.812, with Elong only 9 milliseconds behind him with a 27.821. Muck Ping in P3, Showtime P4, Greeny P5, Mad Dog P6, JDM 7, Salty 8, Toxicity Reserve Driver P9, good effort from him, and I'm a Bird in P10. Kirko, both Alpines and both Williams are the two that are out in Q2. With it being wet, not sure if they will get a tyre advantage. We'll see what the conditions are when the race starts. Reading in the chat, what do I do? Just like request stuff with channel points. Yeah, so you can redeem a ride along. You can redeem a Yano hot lap when Yano's in off the yacht. Or you can donate to the giveaway. So that's it. Yep. Any people who have just joined, it is a very, very wet Q3 here. This could be wet tyres. If it's wet tyres, we expect quite a few seconds slower a lap. Yes, it's wet tyres. The game has given all the players wet tyres as default. This could get interesting. This will test the best of Div 3 drivers. As Elong has gone for the intermediates. He's taken the gamble. Oh, he's back to the wets. Who is the first one out on track? It is an Alfa Romeo. Is it Elong? Wait for the game to show it. Yes, it is. Oh no, it's JDM actually on the wets. A lot of standing water on the track. Do not want to aquaplane in a Formula 1 car. Once you aquaplane, we all know what happens. Traction is severely reduced in wet tyres. Can clear roughly 70 litres of water a second, I want to say, the blue Wolf Pirelli tyres. You can thank Ted Kravitz for that stat. We still need to give... Who was it? Was it Reedy? McNeil. So we still need to give McNeil's his Mukbang hot lap when he's out on track. We'll get it for you. Elong out through turn 5 at the moment. Let me just try and hide that menu, thank you. As it looks like there is a Red Bull coming out, and it is Mukbang, I believe. He is the only Red Bull in Q3. If I see Storm Hutto in the viewers, say good day, Storm. He might have gone now. But the first person to set a lap in Q3 will be JDM. Based on previous experiences, in the wet you want to get out as soon as possible. The track continues to worsen. So the earlier you get out, the better track you have to qualify on. Pidgey, you want to take us for a lap in the wet? With Dr. JDM.
With who, mate?
JDM.
With Dr. JDM. Yeah, right. So he's come out of turn 1, put the pedal to the middle, you know. He's flying into turn 2. Well, it's pretty decent. You know, you don't want to be commentator's curve. South Manuel does in Div 2 on a regular basis, mate. Spin the car in. Comes through the corner of death. Good. Coming through the now, let's see what's move through the on the coming now, very nice. He's very good, a good lap, I think. It's long, yeah, very nice through the right hand. I'm not running off the curb and invalid as you come through to the final corner. Oh, he's run a bit wide through there, boys. Missed the apex by a country mile. He's gone very wide there, but that's alright. You don't want to be always in that inside, in no grip, and you just spin right around. He comes through the Kahoot corner now. Let's see, yes, very nice exit. The time he does, he's gone P1 with 31 flat.
The next one across the line will be Elong, his teammate. Done a 104.4 in the middle sector. What can he put on the line for the his first flying lap? Will it be quicker? Yes, it is at the 30.83, 2/10 quicker than his teammate Dr. JDM. We got a Haas on a flying lap in terms of Marini behind his teammate who was on that lap. We have both Mercedes still in the pits. I wonder what they're doing. They want to get out as soon as possible for the best track conditions. We then will then have Sainz. He's invalidated anyway, but nearly lost to the 1-0. Green can put in a 106.3, about 2 seconds off Elong in the middle sector. Based on that, he's looking at a 33 or 34 here. And it's going to be a 32.9, just scrapes in. We need a bit more pace as we see Tez Signs gone again. Muckping. McNeils, we apologise. He goes again, straight on board. Turns it in. Can he get the front end? Can he get the rear end to stick? Seems like he does. Going to come across the line and posts a 30.26 tenths quicker that lap than Elong and goes provisional P1. Always important to start at the front on the wets. You know, always carnage. You want to stick out of the carnage as much as you can. But we are looking at a wet race, so I wonder how many tyres people have used. That's a factor tonight, Pinju. The tyres...
It will be, man.
As... Who was that? Toxicity goes into P4 with a 132.0. It looks like track conditions are worsening. Not sure if we'll see many more improvements. Follow RNG though. Through the chicane, turn 6. Easier to stop there. Turn 7. Green is retired. He's retired on. Oh, so we have both assists. I'm a bird. 5-second grid penalty with his teammate. Wonder what has happened there. Where's the Ferrari? There we go. Where's the Red Bull?
Well, I'm bird has no front wings.
I wonder if there's been a
And what's he doing?
teammates. Oh, well, yeah, like, if you've got no front wing boys, then jump out of the way. See what Tez Sight can come across the line. Be 80.3, about a tenth, just under a tenth off Elong, and just under 7 tenths off Muckping. Ferrari of Salty comes across the line with a 33 that looked like it was invalidated. Muckping's into the pits. Both Hasses are into the pits, and the two Mercedes, one has obviously spun, it looks like, and he's in, no front wing possibly. I think that's the case. Mad Dog, no front wing was that lap, never ideal. The boxer will go again though. Showtime though. Swallow Showtime. See what he can do. I'm a bird got in the way of Greenie. Between teammates, that could Gunther Steiner mightn't be too happy with his two drivers.
No, I don't think he will be, man.
I mean, both of them in the Q3, it's a rare appearance, but I wonder if there'll be some box smash doors. Anyway, Showtime up through the Sector 1 timing line. It is a 31.474. Keeps it well in the lines for turn 5 and into turn 6 here. Keeps it very nice and close to the third. Takes as little time out of it as possible. Braking about the 70-meter mark down into turn 7. Turn 8, very nice, smoother than a fresh pack of butter. The turn 9, if I get these wrong, I don't care. Turn 10, it's the car turn in on the power early. Rear end looks stable as anything. Turn 11, turn 12, an important one to keep in the lines, very easy to invalidate. Car washes out easy, keeps in very nicely. So 104.4 for a middle sector. For Showtime into the last sector here. Penultimate corner coming up. One of the hardest corners on the track. Rear end always wants to go, see you later. McNeils have seen, I think I'll read it in just a second. Into the last corner here. Can he hit that just wide, but can he get the power down? Can he get it out early? He's going to come across the line, and he goes into P2 with a 30.7. It's a good lap from Showtime. Those are in the track conditions worse than that.
He can across the line. By the looks of it, it's going to be signs, unless he's a noon lap. I don't know.
The next across the line does look to be Science, but he is 11 seconds down on the first sector time. Has he got any damage? No. So as long as he's... Oh, but he's got no ERS. As long as he's got the fuel and is able to save his ERS, he should be able to go for one more. Pinju, I'm going to leave it on Muckping. You can commentate it for the last few minutes. I have to just dip somewhere and get something. And give McNeils his ride along.
Okay, I will give McNeils his ride along, mate. Okay, Smith Bang is coming through the second to last corner now. And he's going to cover the final corner of starters lap. He's already on provisional pole by 4.5 tenths. I'm not very good at maths. Coming across the line now, this is lovely. I don't know what camera view it's giving me on stream, so I'm just going to go with TV over pod. I don't know which one Will's got on. He's coming through the first corner now. Nice and patient. It looks like a very good run down to turn 2. Oh, that's a very nice line for you. A little bit wide, but that's what you get in the wet. You get a little bit of push, but that's alright. Car looks very stable. He's coming up the hill now through. Carefully, see how carefully. He's coming through turn 5 now. Oh, very nice from Muckman, very nice. Into chicane now, a little bit of curve, but you know, it's very settled. The car looks very good, it's rotating well. It's just really nice by the looks of it. Through the middle sector, his car looks like it's going really well. It doesn't look like it's having any issues. This is a really good lap. It's flying really nice. 7, nearly 8 tenths up. It's going to be a mega lap. Nice, gents on throttle. See how he goes through here. Oh, that's very nice indeed. He's going to the final corner now. He's got short time on Mad Dog up the road by the looks of it, but they shouldn't be too much for a shoe. Nice out of the final corner, and across the line does a 29.2 to extend his lead at P1. Yes, we'll go see what other people do, even though I know we'll be able to see on the stream. Elong is in Validator's lap, you get another run at it. No toxicity is in Validator's lap, you'll get another run. His signs is 2 tenths up at the moment. I know I won't be on board from the stream, but he said nice. Oh, he's a bit daily. Oh, his Mad Doggy spun by the looks of it. And I showed. What's he?
Half lap and looks stable and think like
Both of them extra around, mate. I think they came together.
Oh no.
Showtime doesn't have a front wing though.
Oh, Tez sights nearly around the penultimate corner.
Audio's not great. Is it my audio, mate? My audio bad, so let me know. Message on that.
Tez
Tez
Signs,
P2, the goat himself. Like Pete's got cool down there. Okay, still trying to get out of there. See a long time lap now. He's 4 and a bit tensed up. Oh yeah, the Taz, like lock up. I sound crackly, I'm not the shit again.
Heading into the final minutes of Q3 here, the last one to cross the line will be RRL Aus Div and validated. This will be the lineup for tonight's race around Hungary. With Muckping on pole, followed by Elong and the Alfa Romeo. A second off the pole sitter. If you're a second in front and you know you have talent. If you know, it is equal class, so Elong done very well to put himself up in the P2. Excuse me, it's RRL Aus Div around just before the line. It's a shame. Gets it turned around, and what's he doing? Come on, Salty, let's go racing. There we go. That is quali done and dusted. Go Muckping, future Div 1 driver, says Reedy. You know what, I have to agree. He's put in some good performances. Put in some cracking performances here in Div 3. Okay, we'll go to the lineup here. On the front row, pole position, we have Muckping in the Red Bull with a 29.299. 0.939 seconds quicker than his closest competitor in Elong, lining up alongside him in P2 with a 30.2. Second row of the grid occupied by Test Signs and Showtime with a 30.2 and a 30.3 respectively. Third row of the grid is Dr. JDM and Mad Dog in 5th and 6th with a 31-0 and a 31-1 respectively as well. Close between all the rows. Lining up on the 4th row of the grid here, we have Nox Toxicity. The reserve done very well, has Nos up into P7, reserving. Good up from him, 2.7 seconds off the pace in the wet, pretty good. Alongside him will be Greenie in the Haas with a 32.9. Salty is on the 5th row of the grid with a 33.2. And I'm a Bird did not set a lap, retired, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty. Will be starting P15, which will promote Kirko to the P10 position.
Is this correctly? It's correctly. Just seeing if it is.
It is
Through the
correctly.
screen. If it's correctly, I'm gonna head off because I know this pissed Brady off last time and it sounds like it was really annoying to listen to.
Yeah, fair enough. Then if it does go, then we'll get Clem in, my Dupont teammate, and he can take over the ranks.
Alrighty, it's correctly, so I'm gonna go, boys, because I don't want to put you through this. Hopefully Clem's audio is a lot better. Yeah, I'll speak to you later. My things go. Test science P2. My thing first. Airline third. That's it there, boys. You've heard from the expert.
You've heard it here first. Well, welcome Clem to the commentary box. Once Pinjo has left the session, which there it is, you can join the game off my name. Formation lap is just about to get underway. Welcome Clem to the commentary box. 35 laps here tonight. It will be wet the entire way. I'm almost certain of that. Waiting for someone. Hopefully we get underway. We didn't get it in last week due to glitches. This game is unbelievable in its way. It would be good to get a race in. I mean, we've got a full grid ready and racing to go tonight. That's the thing. We have War Machine who is... Oh no. This is not good. Oh no, we are underway, it looks like. We are underway. The formation lap seems to be underway. You can't join me. I'll invite you. Oh, there you go. You're in. Just hit the spectate button. Solar Flare. Rapid Willie in the chat. Hello. It is formation lap. We didn't get past the formation lap the past 2 weeks. Let's go. Hoping these Div 3 boys can go racing. We can't hear him. Clem, can you include your audio in the party, please? Should be checkbox. Is there a checkbox up the top of the party? Yep, sweet. Reedy should be able to hear him now. We will run into the order here. Mike being P1, Elon P2, Tez Science, Showtime, JDM, Backlog sitting in P6 with Toxicity in 7th and Green in 8th. Starting P9, Ferrari of Salt. In P10 and 11 we have the two Alpines of Kirko and Goffey as we have a disqualification for Haas. 12 we have War Machine, 13 ain't no kid in the Williams with the Red Bull of McNeil's at P14. Bird starts P15, the Haas off his 5-place grid penalty. Fanatical P16, Urban 17, Purex 18, Stroke 19, and It's Your Boy 20. Crackly Audio, please say no.
Yeah, you're a little bit cracky. You're a little bit cracky, but it's not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, at least for me.
Really, is it doable to watch? Because I can't do anything about it.
I mean, for me it sounds good. Like it sounds like it's not like terrible. Like it's
Anyway, Willie audio is correctly. God. Oh well, we're gonna continue for the minute. Marking on everyone starting on the wet tyres. It is a really wet track here. We have the last person, and it's your boy. Supercoms in wheels audio is good, all good. Carl Cody's give us a count of these 4-5 red lights, and they are out, and away we go. Maybe.
Oh, we have a full start.
We have delay, and racing. Mockman seems to get off the line well, and he will keep P1 into the first corner. Carnage already is unfolding. There's an Alfa Romeo around. Who is that?
Yep.
It's an Alfa Romeo JDM. He's around. And like with the P3, many plays here. It's your boy up 10 spots into the first corner. So P1, has anyone spun around in turn 1? Does not look like it. Unlike the JDM who got spun around off the start, we'll have to look at that. Moving back up, Muckping already got a second gap on the rest of the field. Tez signs under pressure from Elon, who is under pressure from Nox Toxicity, as I'm getting the timing glitch here, which will sort itself out. It's your boy up 11 spots in the first corner, around the outside at turn 5. It's a bold move, but oh, what a move, gets it done. Oh, he's off the track, but he keeps it on. Predicted pit stop strategy powered by AWS is a 1-stop or a 2-stop on the wets. You have to do a stop no matter what. Oh, actually, I don't know if you do. Anyway, just waiting for the timing glitch to sort itself out. 2 Alpines seem to have lost, JDM lost out the most, starting P5 down to P20, but the 2 Alpines down to 17th and 18th. It looks like Goffey's got no wing. If we can have a look, and I'm not sure about Kirko. Correct, Goffey has got no wing. Is there an auction in the background? Someone's TV low. I don't think so. Moving back, I'm upping with a 1.6 second lead over the rest of the field with Tez signs, but in front of Tez signs, with Elong 9/10ths behind the Aston Martin driver. Through the final sector for the first time of the race. 35 more time to go through there. Waiting for the setup. It's your boy sitting in P8 with some blistering first lap pace. Currently 1.7 seconds behind the Haas of Greeny. I'm a bird up into P9 as Stroke Race has a 5-second penalty for speeding to pit lane. We have four people in the pit lane. We have a McLaren getting a wing change, Goffey getting a wing change, McNeil's getting a wing change, and QX getting a wing change. Not ideal for the boys, but they'll push on. They can go to the end. Now the wets will go. They should go to the end if they do. Oh, as Pure X has crossed the white line on pit exit. That's at least a warning. Ain't no kid up with the P12. The Williams driver himself doing very well. Back to the front of the field here. Elon 6/10ths behind Tez signs. Can he put the pressure on and get the move done and down into turn 1 on the next lap? We'll follow It's Your Boy here, which seems to have some pace. Using no ERS. Up 13 spots in 1.5 laps. It's a great effort from him. But we have penalties already. They will be shown at the very end of the race because we don't show penalties on stream. Through turn 12, I think that is, down into the final sector. Will he gain on Greeny? Currently sitting 8.5 behind him. Gained over 3/10 through that corner alone. As Greeny's rear end is sliding around like Nonomo's in the pits. Greeny is in. I wonder if he's got a draft. Thinks it's fast enough. The race with a 1:36.6. That will get quick wears off, and the cars get a bit more slack in the tyres. Fanatical, there you go, 35.8 for the McLaren man, sitting in P7, up 9 spots since the start. Him and It's Your Boy, both quality bands this race, have made up some ground. Always It's Your Boy's completely gone full left hand down to save his car from doing the Spinella. Seems to be pretty clean so far. We have a Mercedes in the pits of Mad Dog. He'll be going for a wing change.
There's a good fight for 8th and 9th right now.
Good fight
between Under and RNG. RNG actually went through.
RNG gets the outside line around turn 3 as ends up into turn 4. Really try and get a move on Urban? I don't think so. I don't particularly want to make a move in the middle sector unless you have to. Oh, and I just caught Fanatical around. He's out. Fanatical's out. That'll be a safety car. Fanatical has retired from the session. It's unlucky for him, but too many GPs on the throttle there and he's around. No two ways of putting it. It's with safety car 3 laps in. Fanatical won't be happy with himself. He will be fuming. Up 9 spots to start. Was in a good position. Had good pace and he's out. As we have Ain't No Kid with a 3-second penalty on the safety car. That is unfortunate to say the least. What is happening here? Overtaking on the safety car. JDM is red Xing. Hopefully that's stuff out. Fanatical will be filthy. Sorry, has he finished the race? Not quite sure what you're talking about, really. Safety car, Muckping, he won't be too happy with that because he had a 1.6 up in the 2-second lead just in a few laps, and if you have a lead in the wet, you tend to keep it. It's very hard to pass. Notorious hard track to pass here, even in the dry. Fanatical left the session. It's a shame, but that's racing. I did that last night. Never fun when you DNF, but it brings some of these guys out the box early back into contention. I'm surprised the top didn't tend to box, unless the wets don't last very long. Clem, do you have an idea of how long the wet tyres last around this track?
It's hard to say. At Hungary, it's always very hot on tires, so not too sure to be honest. I never really race on wet tires on this track, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to figure out strategies around.
It will be.
Yeah, usually I think rain tires last pretty long, so yeah, to see.
We'll have to see. You normally run a pretty high downforce setup around Hungary in dry. Normally, well, personally, I run 11 wings just to get the turn in the rear end stable, and in the wet you would want 20 wings, but as we know, you can't do that. So you're not going to have the optimal grip, but you can wear the tires out by just turning too far and just letting them slide, take some of the grooves away. Running through the field here, if I can open. Oh, we didn't want to do that. It's open now. We'll have a quick look at the penalties. Showtime with the drive-through penalties. So I'm a Bird and Mad Dog, both Mercedes with drive-throughs. That will ruin the race for them. Straight race with a 5-second penalty. Obviously speeding into pit lane. Ain't No Kid with 3 seconds as well. War Machine is red Xing.
Oh, we've got some people in the pits now.
We have some people in the pits.
Yep.
We have everyone's in the pits. Oh, this could be carnage. Toxicity 5 seconds pit lane penalty. Will Buckman get held? Yes, he's been held. Let's see where he comes out. Where's Elon? He's coming in. Putting on the intermediate tyres. If we can check the tyres, people are gambling for intermediates. It looks like the track has actually dried up a little bit. Intermediate tyres.
It doesn't look like the rain. Yeah, it looks like the rain. It's not as intense as it used to be.
Yeah, the rain, it hasn't stopped, but it has. Where's Kirko? Kirko's had an off on the safety car, so unfortunate for the Alpine man. But we've all been there, done that. Everyone's in the lane, everyone's fitted intermediates. Kirko will have to come in. Has he lost a wing? Yes, it looks like it. He's had a trip to the barrier. Straight Race also will be planning to come in with the next few laps to put a set of green or intermediate tyres on. So will Goffy, and Mad Dog is in there now to do exactly that. So, I think the safety car will be in this lap. If it's not, we'll have a maximum of 1 more laps before we are under green flag conditions again. Excuse me.
Funny enough, it looks like people are actually struggling to catch up the queue. If you look at
it does. There's
the third group.
There is a big train. One behind. They are behind the people in the wet, so it obviously is too dry for the wet tyres. There is enough water that has been cleared, and just can't get the grip that they need. Both Alpines will need a box for some intermediate tyres and Stroke Race as well, unless it's planned to rain harder. And will they gamble and try to stay on the wets and try to eliminate 1 pit stop for them? We don't know. We will find out. It looks like we'll be going around for 1 more lap as we have a Mercedes of Mad Dog who was quite possibly spun under.
Safety car in this lap.
He has safety cars in this lap. Very late call from race control, but we like it. We get to go green flag running. See what Marketing does. Where does he go? Kahoot corner? Will anyone do a Kahoot urban growth 5-second penalty with pure X? Unfortunate. Stay clear on safety car, boys. As we have a spinner. Who is that? Who was it? Oh, I can't find it. Many position changes. As we have, it's your boy here up the inside of Showtime. Does he get it done? Yes. Very nice move from the Aston Martin driver on the RS. Gets out of there as quick as he can and cements his position up in P5. Let's go position change, please. It's your boy now up 15 spots in the P5 in 6 laps, with 3 of them under yellow flag conditions. War Machine in the P10 is Still looks like he's wet Xing though, not quite sure what's happening there. Stroke Race has come in and fitted the wet tyres and was up at the P12. With Salty, I think he was the one who did the Kahoot and spun it on the safety car. He's got no front wing. It's unfortunate for the man. He's come in, put on a set of green wall intermediate tyres, and it looks like it hasn't paid off. He'll have to box again for a new wing. Mad Dog once again Goffy out on the intermediate tyre with a fresh wing. Back to the top here we have Mark Ping, who has built a 1 second lap over Tez Signs on P2, who has himself built. Oh, and there's contact here. There's contact between Toxicity and Elong.
We have a McLaren in the wall.
As we have a McLaren in the wall, it is pure X.
Yeah, lost
both
it.
McLarens
I think you got pushed.
I missed it. Many apologies, but it's a big crash. It's a big crash, as we can see on TV camera right there. Let's ride as it's not a safety car. It's been cleared. Very nice work by the marshals. Pure X has left the session. McLaren boys won't be happy as Mark Ping goes. Oh, there's contact. It looks like between JDM and Turco. Got to be very careful. The businesses are largely increased. We have another Mercedes in the pits, followed by a Haas. Moving back to the top, there is a 5 second gap now between Sainz and his teammate Itchy Boy. Itchy Boy was on blistering pace, so 17 places since the start. If he goes P20 to P1, it's quite a drive, especially in the wet.
Yeah. But Melvin lost it also in the third sector. So it goes very far back.
Yeah, Kirko and Goff. Oh, we've had both of them. Unfortunate for the boys. They love their racing. Struggling to keep the car on the black stuff at the moment. Back to the front here. Any major battles? As we have Elong, who was right behind Toxicity's gone a bit wide. Elong tries to go around the outside of the chicane. Oh, a little bit of contact on the edge of the back. What's he going to do here? Oh, this could change the race here. You don't want collision. You don't. His front wing looks okay. There was contact. Obviously, no damage. And does he get the run? Will he go for the dive down into the sector 3? No, it's your boy with a 3 second penalty, multiple warnings. That could hurt his charge for go P20 to P1. Let's follow this battle, as there is quite a gap up front. Mark Ping with a 1.6 second lead over Tez Signs. We have a 4-car battle here, starting from P4 down to P7. Mark Ping fast up to 30.0. Elong's right on the edge of the Alpha Tauri here, pulls out to the right hand side with the overspeed ERS on. Who dares to select that? It looks like Elong has got it done. Yes, very nice. Toxicity does get the switch back though, lagging a bit. Obviously no DRS in the wet, too dangerous. Needing all the downforce. Urban now. Urban and Greeny fighting side by side through 3. Will they carry it all the way through? Sorry, now this is 3. Backs out of it, Urban. Very smart man, smart racer. As we have a yellow flag in sector 2, in sector 1, sorry, it looks like it is... Who is that? Not quite sure. Back to the top here. Elong now with a 1.1 second lead over Toxicity, who is currently under pressure from the Haas and the AlphaTauri Greeny Urban Growth respectively.
Yeah, there was a bit of a yellow flag at sector 2.
Yeah, yellow flag in sector 2. We seem to be on the green flag running at the moment. We'll be interested to see if anything comes up.
I think it was just a bit of contact or something, maybe some front rings.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of debris on the track. Ain't no kill with a 3 second penalty for multiple warnings. And down the inside goes Durani on Toxicity, pushes the guy in the AlphaTauri a little bit wide, puts his hand up in frustration. Nobody should... Sorry, thinks he should get a little bit of room. Mark Ping always improving to 29.9 now. And lap 9 of this race. If this race does get wetter, you'll want to get your fast laps in early, as the wetter it gets, the less pace you'll be able to carry. It's your boy sitting at 17, 7.1 seconds after the teammate Tez Signs. His charge up the field has sort of stalled a little bit. Looking back down the order, everything seems to have settled down a little bit. We have War Machine, who is aggressively modulating his brake pedal, but it looks like he might be out of this race. Ain't No Kid sitting pretty in P10. Toxicity is in the pits for a new wing. Obviously a bit of damage in the contact. In the contact between him and Greeny and Urban Growth, the AlphaTauri teammate. Obviously Reserve doing very well to sit right at the top tonight. It's never easy to come in and be quick straight away. Like we do have one reserve by the name of Reedy. He was in the string tonight, who came in one race and looked like he was about to steal everyone's thunder. Not ideal, obviously not ideal for any of us, but stonking race from him. That was Austria. I would give that race a watch if you can, for no particular reason, indeed. Your boy here now, 8 seconds behind Tez Signs up in P2, and Tez Signs just over 2 seconds behind Muckling, who's sitting pretty comfortably up in P1. 100% ERS, knows he doesn't have to take any risks as he sets a 29.874 last lap of the Grand Prix so far. 10 laps in, 25 to go. Everything seems to have settled here. Elong now with a 29.2 as the fast lap of the race. Seems to have some pace in the AlphaTauri. Following the chat. Yo Willie, what's going, dude? Hope you're enjoying tonight's stream, enjoying tonight's race. It's a monsoon here in Budapest. You would be the closest to the location than any of us down here. So if you wouldn't mind jumping on an EasyJet flight, heading over to Budapest and double checking those conditions, that will be much appreciated. Rapid Racing League can cover the costs of that. Nah, jokes. Anyway, everyone one stop in the top 11 has had one stop each to box for intermediate tyres as we have It's Your Boy here off the track, and now he's becoming under pressure from Elong. It's Your Boy to the chicane. Wants to keep it on the track here, especially one off track here, and you're basically giving a free position away. Let's ride on board with Elong here through the middle sector. The right hander on the power. Drifting on to get the traction. Yellow flag for an unknown reason.
I think there's a glitch in between sector 2 and sector 3.
Yeah, and we have a Mercedes that looks like he has spun in turn 1. I believe it was Mad Dog. JDM. Where is it? 14 places down from where he started. Unfortunate for the man who started in P5. Let's follow Elong though. 5 turns behind It's Your Boy. AUS on. ODRS obviously has to use all the power of his Ferrari engine. I think he's a little bit too far back, but he can set up the move into turn 2. Turn 1 here, on the curve, on the power. Does he get it? Sliding a little bit, but he's closer. ERS not on, so he doesn't want to make the move, I don't think. And no, he does not. This is the battle for the final podium position. Obviously, It's Your Boy with a penalty. I think it was a track limits penalty. Not ideal, especially this early in the race. But his warnings to reset. When he set it down, he can go again. And gap, then that doesn't exactly matter. Green sitting 6 seconds back from Elong here. This is the closest battle on track. I'm incorrect. Toxicity going to go for the move down the turn around the. Oh, he's hit. Ain't no kid. He's got on the grass and he's gonna have to give him that position. He's hit him and hit him off the track. Ox, if Ain't no kid wouldn't be too happy with that. Called out on stream. As Ain't No Kid has locked up at the turn 2, but has managed. Oh, and he might be. No, he's just about kept it on track. It's sitting in P12. He's got a chance of points tonight. Yes, he is a few seconds back, but it's in the rain. Anything can happen. Let me just collect my.
Oh, he's very struggling right now. Ain't No Kid. He almost lost it again. Under
pressure from Salty, who gets to switch back up into turn 5. What a move. That will be on Yarlo's overtakes of the week for sure. Mad Dog with a 3-second penalty. Sitting in P15 for multiple warnings. Been in the pits a few times, down 9 places to start, but he can build it up. Elong's still on the back of close to this time around. He is still off, and he's not looking for the move down into turn 2. See, boy, a little bit out of shape on entry. And if he can get the exit, he should be able to hold his position all the way through the next lap. 12 out of 35 here with 23 still to go. With the turn 4, one of the hardest corners on the calendar. Very blind if sitting in cockpit cam. Up on this fuel, it's not too bad. Into the chicane, turn 6 I believe this is. You want to take it as tight line to the curve as possible without hitting the inside curve, as the rear end will not like it. As Rapid Vorno in the chat as saying g'day to Clem. Yo Clem, you sexy French sausage.
Always good to hear a bit of banter from Vagano.
Always good to hear a little bit of banter from Jack. As Elong's gone a bit deeper in the last corner. That was close. That is some track.
Yeah, he put it
It's really well driven by Elong to keep it out of the arse of Itchy Boy. As his tyres were a little bit hotty. I think he had all 4 locked up, but very well driven to keep it out of the way. Keeps his front wing and keeps his race on track. Seems to have a bit more pace than Itchy Boy, so he'll be able to gain back up behind him and go for the line and move once again. Itchy Boy's still sitting, excuse me, in P3, 17 seconds up on his starting position. We have a Red Bull on...
Is it a Red Bull?
Red Bull. There's RNG Salty with a penalty.
That was a Williams actually. I think it was a Hendo Kid again.
Ain't No Kid is struggling a bit now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
pretty struggling.
He's taken up a lot of understeer from dirty air, as in Kirker in front of him. Not ideal through the middle sector, especially in the wet, as it looks like an engine failure, but it's not, obviously. Lock up from Kirker. Oh, and he's locked the rears and he's around. Will he keep it? No, he's gonna. Oh, he's just about kept it facing the right way. Good car control from Ain't No Kid, but it will cost him. Excuse me. 2 positions, and he's locked it up again. His tyres are hot, but oh, what a drift! I think that deserves us even a spot on Yano's overtake for the week. Car control from Ain't No Kid. What a man. Elong now. Follow back on this battle, the closest battle on track. Is back within a second of Itchy Boy. Seems to have some good pace in the Alfa Romeo tonight. Oh,
yeah, there's a battle also with Mad Dog and Stroke Racer, and actually Mudping was like giving the blue flag at the same time.
Mudping is being given blue flags from Stroke Racer and Mad Dog, as we have a battle there between the old rivals in McLaren and Ferrari. Stroke Racer's taken a trip to the grass. Lets Mad Dog through. We'll fall about 2 seconds behind him, roughly. Before his tyres are going to be hot, take it easy, very nice. Back to Elong. He's slowly coming back to Itchy Boy here. Itchy Boy, I wonder if he's got a little bit of damage, a little bit of sideward damage that is restricting his pace, or if his first up fanatics have sort of worn off. 3-second penalty. It's on track now, boys. They are both square even, we'll call it, zero. Elong will now have to get them as we have Ain't No Kid who spun it into the bank. Never ideal, but we've all been there. Through the middle sector now. Sitting just under 6/10 behind Itchy Boy in the Aston Martin. In the last sector. Keeps it well within the lines. A little bit of a snap on effort, but it's okay, getting maximum pace out of the car. As he looks to just lock up and go a little bit deeper, pulls it up quite nicely. Greeny seems to be coming back, 4.2 seconds down, now 4 seconds. Of course, he only needs to get within 3 seconds of the 2 cars in front, and he will be up in the podium positions, but still a long way to go. Yellow flags in sector 3, I think I might be kidding. Ain't No Kidding.
Yeah, it's Ain't No Kid again. Yeah, very struggling.
He is struggling.
Every corner.
As Toxicity has left the session. Ooh. I wonder what's happened there. Hopefully he's just lagged out, and obviously not for his sake, but for everyone else's sake, and it's not a lobby glitch.
Yeah.
Salty.
This guy's fine, so yes, yeah. I don't know exactly what I can do. I should probably come back.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Jack, have you managed to get down to Budapest for us and check the weather? I thought that car was still not coasted. RG Salty wants to get past the ghost as quick as he can and get up on the back of 2 seconds up the road in the Haas. Up to P10. Take the position changes. Still, once again, Itchy Boy is the biggest climber with 17 positions up from the start. That was 15 laps ago. Believe it or not, it has flown by. Elong 7/10 behind him. This is going to be a battle for the ages, I think. Elong, I feel, has the pace, but just like it was in real life Hungary. Even if you're quicker, it doesn't necessarily mean you can get past. Oh no, this could be bad. My game has crashed. Yes.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's